Hello, YouTube!
Good morning.
Today we are headed to the Maritime and
Seafood Museum. That is hard to say for some
hard
reason.
To say, yeah.
Yeah.
Join us.
We'll see you there.
High security camera. Keep it rolling so that it would pick up as a steam whistle. A little ship to get the display.
That's right. You can come and look at anything you want.
Security camera.
So what camera?
Security camera. High security camera.
Hi.
They always put them in the corners up there like that. The museum also owns two 65-foot-long schooner replicas that sail around Biloxi. You can catch a ride on sail days for $30. Ages 3 to 12 is $15.
Oh, wow. I don't know if this fell during the hurricane or what, but it used to look like that, and now it looks like that. That's after the hurricane. It's a nice boat.
Oh, how cool is that? We'll get down there to that, though.
Yeah, we will. The Earth's northern hemisphere is home to 74% of all barrier islands. Barrier islands protect low-lying mainland coasts against erosion and storm damage and foster wildlife habitats. The United States boasts the greatest number of barrier islands, 405 in the world, including those along the Alaskan Arctic seashore. A lot of information here. It's talking about the laws that's been created to protect certain species of ocean life, namely through the Wildlife Service and through the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. So they protect sea turtles and certain other species of fish, shrimp, I guess through maybe sizes. And they tell you what you can use to trap these animals. Wow, a lot of information there. They're talking about coastal marshes, how many different types of marshes there are. There's salt marshes, brackish water marshes, and fresh marshes, intermediate marshes. And they have wetlands. This is all in Mississippi. And it talks about why they're important. Areas of wetlands that's being lost. It says it occurs naturally over time and as a result of human activity.
This thing right here.
Oh yes, I went right over top.
This, you could actually hook it up to any modern boat right now. And use it. If you had a pontoon or a center cabin, anything, it would, I mean, it's not as advanced, but you could still, for certain, hook that up still.
Would you do it for the nostalgic reasons for it? I mean, yeah because, I mean, you've got the silver,
look,
chromed, you know.
Yeah.
Certain.
And to me, I like these better because, I mean, right now, what you've got is you basically got the same box, a little wider and squattier, but it's covered in vinyl. You know, this is a little
You
better.
are partial to wood.
I am.
And I don't blame you.
I was called
like wood
a
too.
wood snob once.
And it talks about charter fishing. Oh, you know, we've not been charter fishing. We need to do that. I can't imagine having a setup like this, where you have a chair designated for when you're sitting and catching these huge fish.
74% of all barrier islands are in the northern hemisphere. Did you know that?
I think I just read that.
Yeah. Me too.
It's a nice fish.
I love this thing right here.
Look at that. That's an actual fish.
This is the best one I've seen in a while.
Wow.
You really need to be sideways to capture it properly. But it goes up and down.
That is incredibly...
It would go this direction, technically.
That's so nice. Look at this. This man, a taxidermist, made this.
Yeah, people mount fish all the time.
That's something. That just fascinates me. I think I'll fit in here.
You should. It's there to be.
Yeah, since it's rather large.
That's the kind of camera that my dad had today.
I remember seeing that camera, I do believe.
Yeah, in school, photography class. That's what I used. That was back when it was like a modern camera. The Maritime and Seafood Industry Museum here in Biloxi was created in 1986, but it was then destroyed in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina struck. The current building, which replaced the old, opened back up in 2014. The big exhibit showcases the Nydia, a 30-foot sailboat that was built in Biloxi in 1898. The museum has 3 stories full of history. I don't know why the oysters here. They have them a lot of other places we've been to, but
They don't have a museum dedicated
this,
to
they don't. And like
seafood.
This was a label machine where they would, can the oysters. And this would be full of glue, and then this is where your labels would be, and each of the cans would roll through here, and just you can see these are just rollers, bearings up top to keep it rolling, so that it would pick up the label and keep spinning and put it on automatically. And this is the electric version, but it's got a handle down there, so I don't know if it's just for fine adjustments or if that's was originally meant to be something else, But and these right here, this is disgusting. If oysters weren't disgusting enough, right? Because you got that paint in the oysters.
Oh, really?
It could have very well been lead paint if they're still working on these kind of boards. And look how it's made. Put so many of those through there.
Oh my goodness.
They wore that out.
Wow.
Over a period of time. So that was probably somebody's individual table before they went to metal. See?
Yeah.
This is an old picture, but it's still metal table. Mm-hmm. How long ago was it that you were using this? Mm-hmm. And it's probably lead paint.
I would have never noticed that.
This is a cleaning table where you would wash them up and stuff. So this was probably a lot cleaner back there, back then. So they tried a little, but I mean, this is the artifact of all artifacts.
What's that?
As a steam whistle.
I thought so. That's cool. What is this big pot? Since
This is for cooking the oysters.
A steam kettle.
Yeah. You'd have the boiling water down here in this bottom. Probably just an open fire underneath it to the top. They'd actually have a hoist, big one, because this would be heavy. You can imagine trying to put this into a pot, right? So it would lower down into the pot, and they would cover it up, seal it, and it would be a pressure cooker. It's a boat.
I like that.
Let's start.
Wow. Powered, only $160. That was probably a lot of money back in the day.
Yeah. So this is more the advanced class here, this model. And I'm not sure who's making this one. And I'm not even certain it's
I would say
quality.
it's probably a child.
Well, I'm not certain it's museum quality.
Oh look, I want one of these for, I don't know, for the RV.
Decoration.
When we're come to stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Still got the bell in it.
That's so cool. Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Full steam
They should not
ahead.
put that in there where we can see it.
That's
You know,
awesome.
this would operate another dial down in the engine room. That's what these were.
Oh, really?
It had no bearing on the engine whatsoever. It just, they would move it to wherever, and the people downstairs would be like, oh, okay, we got to do this or that to
Oh,
change
very
this.
cool.
Yeah, we changed that by putting a throttle on them. Right?
They didn't have much room for it, I guess. Captain Fabian. Oh,
Well, yeah,
look
they
at
don't
that
have room for this one
safe.
because they're filling the museum with these.
No, they're on the ledge. Don't begrudge them little ships. They're on the ledge.
Those little ships. Don't begrudge the little ships to get their display.
That's right. Shame on you.
Those little ships can get their ship in the museum.
Yes, they need to have, look at that. Look, they're on the ledge. You are begrudging them that. Shame, for shame.
Steeped in history, this 1898 ship saw a lot of sailing in Lake Pontchartrain as well as the Mississippi Sound. There was even one owner who met his demise while at the helm of this majestic sailboat. That same owner made arrangements for his beloved Nydia to be cared for 99 years after his passing. The ship has seen a few homes before being displayed in full glory here at this museum. It's been a while since they've dusted up. I would say most people wouldn't recognize it.
That's funny. Oh, yeah.
And so I don't understand what this central thing is, unless it's part of like to hold the mast, like, you know, some bulk there to hold the sail down, and then gives you a walking room, maybe. I don't know.
Does it pivot?
It's odd. No, it does not move, but this thing would move. This is the bottom of the sail. Don't touch it, by the way.
No.
The other thing I don't understand for the life of me, right, is to say that I'm right, and this is where you walk through here, right? Why would you mount pictures to your boat? Does that make it go fast?
Goodness. Look, this is a shrimp peeling machine. A shrimp peel machine. This bubble gum
I'm
shrimp.
confused. Find yourself in Biloxi on a cold November day like we did, you should consider attending the Maritime and Seafood Industry Museum. There are so many artifacts and models on display to learn from.
This is a library. You can come and look at anything you want regarding the boats that used to be here in Biloxi.
That's a pump. I wonder if it's a bilge pump. Yep.
That is a bilge pump.
One in the head. And
Overwhelming. Look at this. This is their Biloxi lighthouse from 1847.
The first floor holds a little less in the artifact arena because it shares this space with the gift shop. The gift shop has a little bit like a standard place and has a lot of artwork, most of which is related to the sea. The attendant advised us that starting on the third floor and working our way down might make for a better experience, and we would tend to agree after doing just that. So, what did you think?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I love boats. I love water, but it was a little. It's just over my head. It was overwhelming. So much information. It's a really great museum. Don't get me wrong, but if you're from the Midwest and you didn't grow up around boats that collected seafood from the ocean, it's kind of over my head.
Yeah. I like to see things in action too. They have a thing here in Biloxi where you can go out on an actual shrimp boat, ride it for the day, they go out and they shrimp and they show you everything. That, to me, would be more up my alley.
Mine too.
They got a really fancy building here on a cold day in Mississippi. But and it's only $10. I mean, it's something to do.
Tons of
I wouldn't put it
as information.
The top of what I want to do. I don't.
Yeah, and it's just us. It's not a reflection of the museum at all. The museum is done beautifully.
But if you're like us, you might not enjoy it that well. So.
And if you're from a seafaring family, then you might really enjoy it.
If it's part of your history, it's part of your history. So. Well, God bless you all, and thank you for watching. We'll see you again next week.
In the meantime, hit like and subscribe if you would. Do us a big favor. Look at the tree. It's nice.
Yes. I like the fishnet.
I do too. I think that
would make a good addition to our shells.
It really would.